Okay, so what if I say, what about 15? X is equal to negative 2. I got to plug it in. And this kind of threw y'all. Put the phone away, please. You. Okay, cool. Pencil and paper right here. Okay, that's what I want you focused on. Now, so 2 minus 2y equals 12. What did I leave out? The x, because the x is equal to, so I'm going to take out this x and put in the negative 2. So I have negative 4 minus 2y equals 12. Adding that 4 and negative 2y is equal to a 16. Dividing by that negative 2y equals 8. So my solution is negative 2, 8. Right? I gave you half the problem on these. You didn't have to do the adding or subtracting. You already had one variable. You just had to find out what the other one is. Yes? Y'all aren't going to do this because I said it wasn't a grade, are you? But do you know what this is? This is getting ready for our post-test. Do you want a good grade on that post-test? Some of you really, really need a good grade on that post-test. Yep. Yep. And the other one that I gave you yesterday. Good job, good job, good job. Spence, you are right. That should be a negative. All right, which other? Let's do one more up here. Which other one? Y'all pick. 14? So y is equal to a negative 3. So I'm going to say 2x minus 3. Right? I'm taking out the y. And I'm putting what it is equal to in. Equals 5. Add that 3 to both sides. And 2x is equal to 8. Divide by that 2. And x equals 4. So my solution is 4 and negative 3. I did tell you that completed, this is extra credit points on your post-test, right? So not only will working the problems help you get ready to get better answers on that post-test, and then you get to look at it and refer to it, but you can also get some extra credit points. How about problems 18 through 21? Let's do a couple of those. 20? All right, so my 2's are the same, right? I'm going to get rid of that y since they're the same. That's what I want to get rid of. And guys, the markers and stuff, if you want to use them to, should I add or subtract? Subtract. My 2's are both positive. Since they have the same sign, I'm going to subtract. All right, 2y minus 2y is gone. 7 minus 8 is negative x. Oh my goodness. Didn't we do this one yesterday? 24 minus 30 is a negative 6. So x is equal to 6. And now I got to plug it in, right? 6 times 7, 42, plus 2y equals 24. Subtracting that 42, 2y equals negative 18. Divide by that 2, and y is equal to a negative 9. So my solution, 6 and negative 9. Look at problem 21. What do I see when I look at problem 21, guys? No variables are the same. Okay, so here's where I have got to figure out what can I do to make somebody the same. What do you think? Okay. So if I come in here and I multiply everybody by 3, that gives me a negative 9x plus 21y equals negative 48. Where? Plus. All right. I got to subtract. They're gone. What's 5 minus 21? 5 minus 21. Good. Y equals, okay, be careful on this one. I have got 16 minus a negative. Minus a negative means I got to add 48. Dividing by that negative 16. Catch up. Y equals a negative 4. So that gives me, I'm going to plug that negative 4 in here, right there. So what is 7 times negative 4? Negative 28. So negative 3x minus 28 equals negative 16. Add that 28. Negative 3x equals, divide by that negative 3, and x equals to negative 4. So my solution, both of them ended up being a negative 4. $19. Who am I going to get rid of? How am I going to do it? And why am I going to do it? Am I going to get rid of the x or the y? X. How am I going to do it? Am I going to add or subtract? Why? Okay, so that's gone. 5 plus 4 gives me 1 plus negative 10 gives me, divide by 9. Okay, so I have negative 1 times that y. Here's where I got to plug it in. What's 4 times negative 1? So I have 6x minus 4 equals negative 10. Adding that 4. cancels. 6x equals negative 6. Dividing by 6, x equals negative 1. Solutions, x is negative 1 and y is negative 1. How about 18, 19, or 20? What's my answer? What is my solution for problem 19, guys? Remember, your solution is that point where they intersect, right? So x is 2 and y is negative 1. So 2 and negative 1. All right, which one of these bottom ones should we do? 22. The sum of two numbers is 46. What should I write for the sum of two numbers is 46? What are my two numbers? X plus equals 46. Remember, what does sum mean? What does difference mean? So two numbers, x and y equals 46. The difference is 24. So x minus y equals 24. Okay, so what should I do? Add or subtract? Add. So I got 2x. The y's are gone. Equals. Dividing by 2. X is equal to 35. So I've got 35 plus y equals 46 minus that 35. And y equals 11. All right, let's go to the back. You should be good on all of these because we just finished these, didn't we? If I look at my first graph, think me on. Determine, is it a positive, negative, no correlation, non-linear? What would you say this one is? Okay, so I'm going to write positive on this one. Write a statement using the independent and dependent variable. What is happening to the cells as the temperature increases? What do the cells do? Increase. So as the temperature increases, the cells increase. All right, what if I am looking at the temperature about 17? Now here is 16, here is 18, so 17's in the middle. If I drew a line of best fits, and I went up to my line, come over to my Y, what would you say? 350? Right? Approximately 350. What about this one in the middle here on the second side? Non-linear. We have a curve, right? So this is non-linear. All right, what about one more on here? That one? Okay, so what's the correlation? Negative, okay. As the temperature is increasing, what is happening to the volume? That's coming down, right? Remember, a negative, one has to go one way and the other has to go. So as my temperature increases, the volume is decreasing. What is the approximate volume if the temperature is 0? If I drew a line of best fit going through here, at 0, my volume is about at 800. Okay, let's flip to that first page. Um, 1 through 4. We'll do one of those. Which one should we do? Okay. So, what is my domain? 0.3. And I'm not going to write it a second time, right? You just have to write it once. I already wrote that one. 0.5. What is my range? Remember, domain is always your x, your first, and range is always your second. Do I have a function? No. The 0.3 in the domain repeated, right? All right, I wanted to do a couple of these tables. Remember, you just got to plug in. You're plugging in, and if it says true, you keep going. If it's not true, you throw it away. So if I'm looking at 1 and 52, and I look at my first equation here, come on, catch up, catch up, catch up. There we go. Then I'm going to say D equals T plus 52. My first coordinate is 52 equals 1 plus 52. Everybody sees where I'm getting that, right? I'm plugging in from the table. Is that true? Does 52 equal 1 plus 52? No. So A is no good. I don't want A. Okay. Then I'm going to look at B. D equals 52 times T. So looking at my table, starting to pull the coordinates from my table, I'm going to say 52 equals 52 times 1. Is that true? What's 52 times 1? All right, so that's good. I'm going to go to the next one. 104 equals 52 times 2. 52 times 2 is 104. 156. Do you guys see where I'm getting this from? I'm just plugging in the coordinates from the table into the equation. And as long as it's true, I want to keep going. What's 3 times 2? 6. And 3 times 5? So that would give me my 156, wouldn't it? Okay. Last one I got to check. So far, it's looking pretty good. 208 equals 52 times 4. 4 times 2 is 8. And 4 times 5 is 20. So that works. So I got lucky. The one I want was my B. And I don't have to go any farther. All right, what should I write first for A? What's my first coordinate? Y equals negative x plus 4. What's the first coordinate I want to plug in? Okay, so my y is 6. I have a negative 2 plus 4. What's a negative 2? Positive 2. And 2 plus 4 equals 6. All right. Now, you're going to be tempted to go ahead and circle it, but it can fit one without fitting the other, so be careful. We're going to keep going. Second point. What should I write? Is that true? What's 0? All right. Last one. 2 equals negative 2 plus 4. Negative 2 plus 4 gives me a 2, right? Okay. So, got lucky on that one. Answer is A. Plug your coordinates in until you find which one they all fit into. All right, my input. What are my coordinates for this mapping, guys? What's the first coordinate? Negative 2. From the 0 to the negative 2. Then I have 0, 1. And I have 1, 2. And 2, 1. And 3, 4. There's my relation. There's my set of coordinates. Do I have a function? No. The 0 repeats. What do you have to do to change things? Or what could you do? Everybody could come up with a different answer on problem 11 through 13. What are you going to do, or what could you do to change so that this is a function? Right now, is this a function? No, because I have a negative 1 and a negative 1. Right? Not a function. So what if I said this negative 1 here was a 3? Now do I have a function? Yeah. Now it's a function because all of my domain is different. That's all I want you to do. Make it, change it somehow so that you have a function.